On this episode of TFL Truck, I'm going to push this Ford Ranger to its ultimate limit for towing. I'm going to show you how easy or difficult it is to hook up to a trailer. I'm going to do a fuel efficiency run and show you exact fuel efficiency this truck gets, and also a 0 to 60 with over 7,300 pounds behind this mid-size truck. So let's go. So you might be saying, Andre, why test a current Ford Ranger, especially the one that's about 3 or 4 years old? Well, one huge reason. This is 2023, and it's really the year of the mid-size pickup truck in the United States, because within the next month or two, Chevrolet and General Motors are launching their brand new, all-new mid-size trucks, the Chevy Colorado and the GMC Canyon. Then a little bit later in the year, we're expecting the Toyota Tacoma next-gen truck, although we don't have a date yet. And then also later in this year, we're expecting the brand new next-generation Ford Ranger. And of course, there are many other trucks in this segment, including the latest Nissan Frontier and Jeep Gladiator, etc. So I want to push this mid-size truck to its limit on a day-to-day basis, because I'm not climbing mountains. I'm driving about 24 miles in the city and highway combined loop, and I'm showing you how this truck accelerates onto a highway by doing a 0 to 60 with a trailer. So you can have that number, that data, and it's going to be a baseline for everything we do this year for mid-size truck segment from now on. This is the previous Ranger. Let's see how it compares against everybody else. As always, Gen Y hitch, solid shank steel, height adjustable, very heavy duty. We use these hitches, we have been using these for about 5 to 6 years and never had any problems. Since I'm pushing the Ranger to its absolute limit for towing, I'm gonna measure the suspension squat. Unladen, it's at about 38 inches. I'll verify on the other side, like I always do. On this side, it's 38 3/4, so I'm gonna call it about 38 1/4 unladen. Okay. Me too. I'm strong like bear, and I can move trailers and trucks by my bare hands. Okay, the Demco coupler once again, super nice, auto lock. You could also put the locking pin through here for security. All right, it feels like the truck is squatting. So back in the day, Mr. Truck, Kent, used to teach me, Andre, load the trailer on the back of the truck, drive in a circle, let the suspension settle. But I haven't driven the circle. Sorry, Mr. Truck. I'm gonna settle it like this. It's kind of a shortcut. Sorry, I'm sorry. 36 inches and a half. Let's check the other side. So it's under 2 inches of squat. I'm surprised. So the Ranger has this kind of a single leaf, parabolic shaped leaf, which is not even all the way around, but gosh, I'm impressed. All right, so now I'm gonna connect my chains. And thankfully, Ford has done a really good job. It's really nice, big loops. I have one gripe with the Ranger, and this is a 2019 model, like I said. It has, of course, wiring, but not a built-in trailer brake controller. So I have to come up with another solution for the trailer brake controller. And I did. I'm using a Prodigy RF Tekonsha remote control trailer brake controller. So the wire from the trailer is going to the box, and then the wire from the box is going into the truck. So now I should have, of course, lights and trailer brakes. Let me show you the controller. Now I can boost the gain a little bit if I need to. So I know it's hard, it may be hard for you to see on camera because it may be cycling the LED, but I have brakes. Beautiful. So I have a few controls. Down here inside my tachometer, you can see the little symbol for tow haul mode. I've enabled that. I can check my tire pressures, which all look good. And now I can check a couple of other settings here. Let's see, blind spot, monitoring. Also trailer sway should be down here. Yeah, trailer sway is selected. So if the truck detects sway, it will start to use my braking system to try to bring me back into line, which I like, which is a nice feature. $55 somebody paid? What is it with fives in me today? Today I'll be using 91 octane, and as always, TFL runs on Sinclair. Why? We have Dyno Care additives to help keep our engines clean, and we have DynoPay app where you can save up to 10 cents a gallon and use the app to locate the nearest station with the best price for you. This is a turbocharged engine, so premium fuel will be best for towing, for power and torque. On a daily basis, I would use 87 in this engine, but for this performance testing, I'm gonna use 91. As always, I wait 30 seconds to top off so we can get an even fill every time. Here's my top off. It's all full. I'm ready to go on my loop. The truck you see here is a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab FX4, 4x4. What does it mean? Well, it has a 5-foot bed. Of course, it has a pretty capable four-wheel drive system, and it has a turbocharged inline 4-cylinder engine and a 10-speed auto, the only powertrain available in the Ford Ranger in the US. The trailer I'm using today is a 24-foot long Aluma trailer that we got thanks to our friends at Aluma, and also Rifle Truck and Trailer. Check them out using the link below if you want a similar trailer or any other really high quality aluminum made trailers that are very, very capable. The trailer weighs about 2,000 pounds. The Bronco First Edition you see behind me weighs about 5,300 pounds approximately. And plus some of the tie downs that I'm using pushes the trailer weight just over 7,300 pounds, which means I'm at the maximum load for this truck. 7,500 pounds maximum rating here, and also maximum payload for this four-wheel drive model is about 1,400 pounds. So I'm still within limits, but I want to see exactly when I accelerate on the highway how it will behave at higher speeds. And am I going to see trailer sway? Am I going to see rough ride? Let's find out. Alright, so I left Longmont, Colorado. I'm getting onto the highway and I'm approaching higher speeds, ultimately 65 on this stretch. And this is a concrete section of the highway with expansion joints, and this is very typical for every truck I've tested on this route over the last 11 years. There's a slight kind of isolation. Let me try to show that to you. I don't know if you can perceive it. I can feel it in the truck, and this is the way every truck, even full size and heavy duties that I've driven on this stretch, this is exactly how they behave. But here's what sometimes happens with a truck when you load it near capacity, at least with trailer capacity. The springs squish down, then you're close to bump stops in the back, so you're basically out of travel in your suspension. You can get more sway side to side. The ride becomes rougher than normal. I'm not feeling any of that in this Ranger right now. There's kind of some rough pavement I just went over. My speed is near 65. I may feel a smidge of trailer sway. It has been a windy day, but a lot of confidence. Let me do another kind of a high-speed run and I'll tell you a little bit more. All right, it's 0 to 60 time. Once again, at a mile above sea level. This is where we do all of our testing in Colorado. This 4-banger turbo 2.3 liter produces, or is rated at, 270 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. And this truck weighs what? 4,500 pounds? 4,600 pounds? So it's relatively lightweight, it's got good torque. I'm in tow haul mode and I'm gonna pretend like I am merging on the highway. So let me brake torque it a little and go. Ooh, I can feel some strain. Didn't quite like that with so much weight, but then kind of got up to speed and got happy. I'm gonna run 2 runs, 1 in each direction, and I'm gonna show you both results on my Draggy. So I'm using Draggy satellite GPS device. So yeah, I could definitely tell there was something behind me trying to accelerate. There's no question about it. This engine is taxed. Still, the 10-speed is quite nice. We bought this truck used. It had about 4,300 miles when we bought it. We already put about 1,200 miles onto it in about a month or under a month. Yeah, so we're using this quite heavily. So here we go. I'm gonna do another launch. Tow haul mode. There. I started about 2,500 RPM, and then it kind of stayed there, and then it kind of pulled through. So it's not very easy for this truck to accelerate, but let's see what does that mean in real world. Can I get on the highway in a reasonable amount of time? Let's check it out. Here's my first run, 18.92 seconds. Well, it's okay, but in general, I want to see something closer to 16 seconds, maybe. But considering what I'm doing, this is respectable for a mid-size truck. 20.42 seconds second run, so it was slowing down slightly. Of course, there could be slight incline, decline on this particular run. But overall, 20 seconds average. Okay, I think some other trucks I've tested here, like the Tacoma, that does not have a turbocharged engine, were quite a bit slower. So 20 seconds is still okay. All right, so I made it back. This loop is just about 24 miles using GPS. And I need to top back up and tell you exactly what the pump says. But first, let me show you the trip meter. Take a look, guys. The truck is saying 11.1 MPG, maxed out with a trailer. Not too bad, actually, for a trip meter. Let's see what the pump says. All right, once again, 91 octane for this. This loop is 24 miles, like I told you. Let's see how much fuel we use with the trailer. Look, it's 1.2. If that's the case, that's incredible. So I'm gonna wait 30 seconds, let it top off. I'm using the same pump both times. So I'm trying to keep all the elements the same. So I'm gonna have to top off and see, maybe this was efficient. Okay, that was a sizable top off. But still, the numbers look pretty good. 1.693 gallons. Let's calculate. 24 miles divided by 1.693 gallons equals 14.2. Whoa. You know, maybe little trucks are good at towing. I'm surprised by this. I was expecting closer to 11, but 14 MPG towing a large trailer at max capacity. Woo, that's a great result. Even though I've tested the Ford Ranger before, I've learned a lot with this particular towing run. First of all, I learned that it had a little bit of trouble accelerating with this heavy load. I learned that it was quite efficient, very efficient with the trailer. I'm very surprised. The ride was really excellent. A couple of negatives. No trailer brake controller is a big negative for me. Hopefully the next generation of the Ranger will have it built in with a towing package. And also the mirrors are okay. Not super great for towing really wide trailers, although the truck is not meant for towing really wide trailers, so the mirrors are just okay. They're not the best for towing. But I can tell you that this mid-size four-wheel drive truck is a quiet, capable towing machine. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out other videos on this channel, TFL Truck, or for everything automotive in one place, check out oldtfl.com.